Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Echo here, and for today's video we're going to make a watercolor eye painting, but this time I will be using a cheaper watercolor. So the watercolor that I will be using is the Hako watercolor that I bought from Shopee, and it's around 40 pesos and it's nice and it looks cheaper. If you want to have or purchase the product, I will be putting the link of their official store or the store where I bought the watercolor. This video was actually inspired by Ate Hazel. She is so amazing and so talented, and actually I get the chance to talk to her about this watercolor, and it's such an honor to have a conversation with her because she's my idol and inspiration when it comes to painting. For the materials, the paper that I am using is the Corona watercolor paper, and as you can see, it is a small piece of paper. It is because I cut it into pieces. I usually do this to my watercolor papers because this is where I paint mostly my eye paintings, and also I have a bunch of them because it's cute and it's fun. For the brushes, I'm going to use this Jojoin size 6 filbert or flat brush that I ordered from the same store where I bought the watercolor, and this is actually cute and very nice. It has a smooth brush. Next is this Royal Art size 5 round brush that I will be using for the base of my painting, or I will be using this mostly on the bigger parts or bigger area of my painting. Last, for smaller areas, I will be using my Berkeley size 1 brush, and their name has already been removed because of the water, and I will be using this for the smaller parts since this is a size 1 brush. In this painting, I will do the same process as I usually do to my eye painting, so I will be starting using red and mixing it with yellow to create a warm tone or color orange. Then apply to the parts where mostly it needs the skin tone. One thing I noticed about this watercolor is that it's not that vibrant or saturated, and the pigments is kind of pale, so since we are using watercolor and we needed to apply a lot of layers in order for us to achieve something. As you can see, I am just continuously applying warmer tones like red, vermilion, and orange colors. It is because to make my artwork look more vibrant, since the watercolors are not that pigmented and saturated. I noticed as well is the color blue. It has a very dull color. It's like there's no color at all. It's very difficult to use and to give that amazing fresh look from the painting. And as you all know, I put blue paints on the skin tones to make a contrast between the warmer color to the cold tones. So you will see here that it's kind of good though. It's kind of good when I apply it, but actually when I'm done using it on the eyeball, it's very difficult to use. By the way guys, I forgot to mention, I think most of us watercolor artists, most of us actually start from using cheap watercolors. You know what I mean? We started with using cheap watercolor products. Like for example, in my experience, I started using tig 20 pesos na watercolor na nabili ko lang sa tabi-tabi, and it was good. I'm just using it for background purposes. And then as I continuously grow, I actually get the chance to find way more better watercolors. If you're a beginner, it's actually okay to start using those kind of products because it's like a starting point, and then once you practice, you evolve, you enhance yourself, you improve. Now proceed to the next level. Since it's just an 8-color paint, it only has 8 colors, meaning to say we only have limited options for colors. And don't you worry guys if you're using 8 colors, 12 colors, because that's actually okay and that's actually normal. One good thing about having limited colors or limited palette is that you get the chance to explore and also experiment with the colors. You get the chance to play with the colors, create your own color, find something new, discover something new with colors, and it will practice you how you mix colors. It will practice you how to learn with colors. So don't be bothered if you only got 8 colors and 12 colors, and because that's fine. It's fun painting. And also guys, one thing I noticed about this paint is that it's not that chalky. I mean, most of cheap watercolor paints are actually super chalky to the point that when you swatch your fingers on the paint, it will actually have powder. But this, as I tried it, as I swatched it with my fingers, it's not that chalky. There's only less powder pigment. And also, the downside of this paint is that it's so opaque to the point that it makes it look chalky. For the final touch, I will be using this white pen. This is the Touch 10 white pen that I ordered from Shopee, but in a different store. We will be applying this to the parts where we think there are highlights, or to make our artwork or our painting look more realistic. You can apply it anywhere you want, but please do not overdo it so it will still look more realistic. That's it for today's video guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to play with watercolors or to start with watercolors, this watercolor is actually good for you. Also, if you wanted for a higher version, you can go for artist grade watercolors and also student grade watercolors. Again, thank you so much you guys for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell para lagi kayo updated sa mga art videos ko. See you on my next video. Bye!